And the Momager of the Year award goes to your girl.
Yeah, my diamonds, they be shining, yeah. This rollie gave me perfect timing. It should really be the diamonds. It's on my right wrist, got you blinded.
Okay, so today what I'm gonna try to do is focus on the 5 most challenging aspects of being a momager. That's what I'm gonna try to focus on today. What comes to my head when I think about my role as a momager, the biggest challenge is being a momager. Sorry, but I mean that. The challenge of being their manager and their mother, and the difference in the two. Being able to be both at the same time and not at the same time. It's been one of my big struggles because he's my baby. So that's gonna come first. But I pride myself on saying that I'm able to take away that personal thing, and I'm telling y'all, they call your girl Joe Jackson, okay?
Now I fixed the strings on this guitar. I'm gonna invite Tito to play for me. And you better not mess up, boy, or you're gonna get more.
Because when we're in business mode, it's business mode. Mommy ain't rich. She don't got no whole lot of money. And time is money. So we ain't playing when it's business, it's about business. That's when the manager hat is on. And then, when it's time to be mom, I have to be mom. But I will say that's one of the biggest challenges of being able to be both, especially when it comes to day-to-day things, because he's still a regular person. He still has to go to school. He still has to abide by my damn rules. Things like that. So we could be at it for something like that. Like he didn't come in on time or something like that, but we got a show tomorrow. So I can't be pissed at him and he can't have an attitude with me when we gotta work. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the big challenges of being a quote-unquote momager. Second thing I'd probably bring up as being one of the tough things about being a momager is the financial side of things. Still gotta feed him, still gotta clothe him, still have to shelter him. And in the process, I'm the manager for his career, his music career. Being a manager, just the role of the manager is the person that's out there grinding to get their artists into places that they can't get themselves into. And most and all the time, it's your money being used, and that's whether you're the mother of the artist or not. That's just the role of a manager. It's costly, and it's your money, and you don't recoup until you're able to actually do something big for your artist and some checks are coming in. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I think is difficult too, is the financial part of it, having to be the mother and take care of him as his mother and still be able to bring in the money to be able to, for him to be able to have the opportunities he deserves to make it in music. The third thing, as far as the tough things about being a momager, I think the third thing I would talk about is it's still the differentiation between mom and manager, because when you're trying to give your artist the best advice, especially about their career or about their music even, whether it's about a song that's being produced right at that moment or whether it be about the idea of a video, I'm his mother. So if it's something that I don't agree with as far as a mom, but then it might be something, because it happens, it might be something that the world might think is cool, that's kind of tough for me. That's my son. So it's, what are we going with? Are we going with what I feel as a mom, or am I going with what's best for him for his career. That's always tough too. That'll bring me to number 4, honestly. Especially right now where hip hop is today. I'm one of those people that can change with the times. So I loved hip hop in the 80s. I love hip hop today. I have things that I love about it. I have things that I hate about it. Love and hate relationship. But the fact that right now, as far as who makes it in hip hop today, with the young people being the ones who kind of control the atmosphere as to who's dope, who's gonna make it, who's good, who isn't. I don't agree with them all the time, but they're the ones that run the show, basically. And the fact that it seems, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, comments, let me know what y'all think, but in my eyes, as far as hip hop is concerned, you're not gonna make it unless you toting them hammers and all of that kind of stuff. Like, that's what's cool right now. That's what's out there. That's what the kids like. That's what it seems like. That's all that's kind of selling right now. Which becomes an issue for me because now, as a mom, I definitely don't want him affiliated with that kind of life. He is not a gang member. He's not the kind of person that is actually running around here with guns and things like that. So I don't want him to feel like that's what he has to talk about, although it's all over the place. It's around him. There are people that he knows, even family members, that are about that life. It's not like those folks and those situations aren't happening right around him, but I'm talking about him, himself. I'm pissed that right now hip hop is telling us that this is what's cool. To carry the guns, to talk about shooting each other, to talk about and actually do the drugs and all of that stuff. So Momager, that right there, especially because he's a rapper and it's hip hop, it's tough. It's a problem, it's a struggle for me and a struggle for him. He's still finding his sound. He's still figuring out who he is. He's gonna be turning 17. He's a senior in high school. It's a really pivotal moment in his life. So that would be number 4 as far as the tough things about being a momager. 5th thing I will say, which is probably a personal problem, a personal hardship. There's so many things that your girl wants to do. There's so many, I'm pregnant with so many babies. I got some acting stuff I want to do, some writing stuff I want to do, some singing I need to still do, a book or 2 that I need to still write. But I'm so focused on momager life and my life is about making sure he makes it. I mean, I could die right after he signs on the bottom line. But then what about mom? What about my dreams, my talents, my money? Yeah, those are my 5 things. What y'all think about those 5 things? Would you want to be a momager? Maybe you guys can start following me and I can start showing you guys some of the things I do. You guys can tell me if you think I made a wrong move, a right move. If you're a momager too, hit me up. I'd love to link up with other momagers. If they have some ideas, I have some ideas. I mean, honestly, I don't think the momagers get enough respect or enough attention or enough recognition. I mean, where's the Momager of the Year award? Y'all heard my introduction. There's a lot that goes into this, and there are many, many huge stars that have come into the world and have made it to where they've made it because of mom. Where we at? Why we're not represented? I might have to be the one to start that. But those are my 5 things. Hit me up about being a momager and whatever else you might want to see or hear me talk about. Love you guys. Momager of the Year, right? Y'all know.
You're so precious, precious. Don't know who your ex is, but baby he was reckless. Huh. Yeah. So you're so precious, precious. Don't know who your ex is, but baby he was reckless. I can read your mind, babe. I can read your mind, babe. I can read your mind, babe.